crazy energy today. Crazy energy. It's our first time that we've covered a press conference, and
It was kind of surreal, man. Honestly,
it was.
I enjoyed it
The
because
fans were crazy.
Get the back, let's go. Double and 12, baby. The Irish lads, the Irish lads.
Oh man, he's a fan.
Think I got red hair for no reason. McGregor, let's go. Come on.
This is Matt with Call Out Podcast.
What are you riding there, Rob?
just a little foregone conclusion.
Oh, look at that.
UFC 264, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, number 3.
All right, the trilogy.
The trilogy is set for this Saturday. How are you feeling about this, Rich?
Feeling really excited. We got back from the press today, so crazy energy today. Crazy energy. It's our first time that we've covered a press conference, and
It was kind of surreal, man. Honestly,
it was.
I enjoyed it
The
because
fans were crazy.
Here we go. Got the flag in the pocket. Let's go. Now. Go ahead.
I got you. I'm not going for Conor though, but don't tell him.
But you got the flag out.
There it is.
All right, I'm gonna need that official prediction. Who do you think is going to win this
Official
fight?
prediction. Proper number 12, sponsored UFC 264. My prediction's simple. The notorious Conor McGregor bouncing Dustin P-Head Poirier's head straight off the canvas. Round 2. It's going down.
Round 2. You heard this man say it. Who do you think wins this fight?
Round 1. The Irish lads, double and 12. Poirier's the P-head. He's going down round 1. 12 knockout. We don't give a fuck.
Hey, got one question for you guys though. Who got knocked out last fight?
Who got knocked out the first fight? Who got knocked out the
I
first
like that.
fight? Dublin, baby, 12.
Yeah, and I feel like I've been to outside of this one press conference before with Conor. It was the Cowboy one, and that one kind of gave me like a weird taste because Conor was kind of nice. He wasn't that brash figure that we're used to. And then this time around, I mean, the energy was there. Like Conor did bring that trash talk in. The crowd energy was crazy. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a great event.
What was crazy when I first saw him walk in, I thought, man, we're seeing Conor McGregor like live in the flesh.
Yeah, man.
And this might be one of the last times we ever see him.
That's true.
I think that's you can argue that, right?
It's
especially if he loses.
Because if you look at this, man, I mean, first and foremost, you're right. Seeing Conor come out on stage, kind of walk around, really like own that stage was kind of it was a cool experience seeing that live and in person. But to what you said, I agree. I think if Conor loses this fight, I think there's only one other fight for him, and that's it's Nate Diaz rematch. But yeah, man, this is a tough fight. I don't know how this is gonna go. Honestly, I have like weird feelings. Like I want to see Conor win, but I don't know if he's gonna beat Dustin this time around. I think it's gonna be a lot like the second time actually.
All right, let's see. So let's talk about a couple of things that happened in the press conference. What are some of the things that you saw that kind of you thought was the highlight for you?
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of started off with a really like energetic boom when that was Conor taking stage. Immediately charged over to Dustin's side, took the hot sauce, definitely threw that into the crowd. I think that was a good way to start it. It kind of showed you how that press conference was going to go before
Set the
words were
tone
even
for it.
set. Exactly. I mean, evil Conor came out. We saw him talk a lot of mess, a lot of talk, and Dustin was kind of calm, cool, and collected. But Dustin also had moments in there too where he said his piece, and I feel like it got across. I feel like sometimes Conor didn't really know what to say when Dustin said those things. How'd you feel about it?
Yeah, it was great. The crowd was super aggressive to Dustin.
It was a pro Conor crowd. I mean, like,
Yeah.
we thought it was going to be, but yeah.
I thought it was good. I feel like Conor, it's kind of reaching a little bit. It doesn't really feel like the same. It feels played out, and I think now it doesn't matter how much he talks because I think now his opponents know that, hey, man, at this point it's mostly talk now.
Yeah, and I think Dustin, he kind of alluded to that in one of the questions he answered. It was kind of like people really hype up Conor, but, he's just another guy. He's like another guy. Like, once you get in the ring with him, if you take away like that letting him get into your head kind of part, I mean, you've seen people kind of beat him. You see him be like defeated. So it's interesting because that Conor McGregor like aura, it's kind of like come down a little bit. A lot of people are a lot more confident beating him. But yeah, man, talking about that crowd, that was something else, right? That was crazy.
Yeah, it was. They were. He had a good. So Conor was kind of like the guy, right? That's in the crew of friends. That's roasting. The jokes aren't really hitting, but he just has good support from his friends going, oh, that just makes it hit so much harder.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. I felt like he would say something, and then the crowd would go crazy, but I'm like, it didn't really deserve that. Like, it wasn't really that bad of a burn. It's just, he just got crowd, so it made it seem worse. I think if there was no crowd, you wouldn't really, it's kind of like watching a show that has a laugh track. You know what I mean? Like, you have the laugh track to show you how to laugh, but if you just take the laugh track out, it's not really that funny.
It's not, and I agree with you on that because it was
So the crowd was helping him, is my point.
Honestly, bro, it was crazy because I felt like you were the only person cheering for Dustin the entire time. Like,
I was
heard
throwing my diamonds in
I heard no other
sky.
chance, which is crazy because all I hear is McGregor. Even when Dustin was talking, I hear McGregor, and it's just like, damn, man. Like, anything that man would have said would have hit.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. You
If
could
we
have
said
said the
crackers.
silliest things. Yeah. People would have laughed and cheered him
Peanut
on.
butter and jelly. People would have,
But that,
reacted.
But that speaks volumes to what he's done in the sport, and I think that's part of the thing when you fight Conor. It's like you're not fighting just Conor; you're fighting kind of like everybody, right? Because he brings that pressure, and that's part of the game.
So we're going to be we've covered the press. We're going to be there again for the weigh-ins. So come hang out with us at the weigh-ins. And then we're also going to hang out at the fight. So we'll be out front, tailgating a little bit. Come over, tell us your predictions. Come interact with us if you're in the Las Vegas area. But my point is, we talked to a couple people today. We're going to be talking to more people tomorrow in the fight. But out of today's group, I didn't get one Dustin fan.
No, it was a clear consensus, Conor.
Fight. McGregor, baby.
McGregor! Let's go!
Who's win this fight, man?
McGregor's my boy, baby. I think he's gonna smoke this dude.
Everyone.
An early knockout
Yeah,
too.
I think you and I were the only ones there that thought that Dustin was going to win.
And I read this interesting fact. It was out of all the trilogies in the UFC, I think I forgot what the exact record was, but it was more than 70% of the person who won the second fight wins the third. So, I mean, if you look at that, history's on Dustin's side. I mean, he just came off a big win over Conor McGregor. He has nothing to lose for this fight. I think all the pressure's on Conor this time around. I think Dustin just has to go out there, fight his fight, and he can get it done. It's a tough fight, bro. And I know he knows that. Hopefully he gets it done, but I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I didn't really buy the press conference too much. I didn't buy his energy too much. I felt like he understands what he has to do. He tried one approach, didn't work. Just the fact that he's doing this now, it just shows that Dustin got in his head.
Oh, absolutely.
Because otherwise he would be like, no, it's cool. I don't have to be evil, Conor. I'll just be nice and I'll still beat you.
Yeah.
So by him doing this, I think it's shooting him in the foot, honestly.
No, I agree.
If you read it that way.
And there really was a part in the press conference. I think it's when Dustin said, I forgot what the question was. But
Was it something about sleep?
Yeah. Dustin was like, because he got knocked the fuck out. And then he was like, McGregor fast asleep. Conor didn't say anything to that because he was just like, fuck, I just got knocked out. I really can't.
I think they asked him, are you wondering why he switched it? Like, are you wondering why he's
he went
mean
from
this
nice
time?
Conor to evil
And then
Conor,
Dustin
yeah.
said, yeah, it's because he got knocked the F
He
out.
got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I will ask you one other thing, though. So the weigh-ins are tomorrow. Is there any other fight on that card that really interests you that you're kind of keeping a close eye on that you think we should, as fans, look out for?
Yeah.
I know your favorite fighters on this card.
My favorite fighter?
Well, one of your favorite up-and-coming fighters.
Oh, Ryan Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested for the Pereira fight. That and then Nico Price.
And Nico Price. That's going to be a crazy
That's
fight.
going to be a crazy fight. Wonder Boy and Burns. Oh, my God.
This is the fight I'm excited for because I feel like a lot of people are predicting Burns to win this fight. I have Wonder Boy knocking him out, and I think Wonder Boy...
Knocking him out. I have him outscoring him.
I think he's going to knock him out, man. I think Wonder Boy's going to get a highlight reel knockout, and I can see him being a really solid name here in that middleweight title contention with Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington.
That'd be
a really
great.
interesting one.
I hope. I would like that for him. I think Stephen Wonder Boy's going to win, but knockout. That's nice. I feel like more decision, but that's the safe route. Because that's what he does. He turns into a chess match.
He's kind of like a tactical fighter, not really any big knockout power. Though he does knock people out, but he's more of a point fighter, like that karate kind of. When the hit you come out. But Gilbert, I just see him being overly aggressive in this fight. I think he's gonna really try and push the pace, really solidify who the big dog in the ring is, and I think that's gonna lead to his downfall. But I'm keeping a close eye on that fight because that's gonna be really interesting. There's also another fight that I am pretty interested on this card as well. It's the O'Malley fight. just because he has a replacement guy. But with that being said, I think it's time for O'Malley to get a ranked opponent after this because he's been finding a lot of guys that are good but not really ranked in the UFC.
Granted, if he wins.
I think, granted if he wins. I think he does get the win, but I think he needs a ranked fight.
So, the odds speak for themselves. It's pretty obvious that Sean's going to win. But it's plus 500 for Chris, so it would be worth putting money down. I was watching his media scrum, and he seemed very level-headed. Skillful. I mean, skill-wise, what I see by appearance, I don't know much about him. I've only researched one fight about him.
Yeah.
You see, you don't see anything special, right? Not a lot of special attributes. It's really just the mindset. If he can have the right mindset, go in there and say, all right, attack the legs. We already know, just attack the legs. Don't think of it like a cheap shot. Like, if you know his weakness, go for it.
Yeah.
If he has the right mindset and doesn't get involved in the games,
he'll be okay.
I think he can win, man. Remember, no one's invincible.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen? Probably not, but I'm saying it's worth to go put $20 down on.
And
you get 125 back.
The only thing that kind of scares me, so his professional record is 9-4, and 5 of those 9 wins come in the way of decision. I think it's kind of hard.
I know.
When you're finding a guy like Sean O'Malley, who's kind of like he's a flashy guy who gets those flash KOs. But I mean, this is a great opportunity for Chris to really solidify himself in the division. That's a big win to get.
Yeah, he better bring it, man.
Yeah,
he better bring it.
Yeah, because he's coming off a 2-win fight
O'Malley's
streak too.
Yeah, he's not. He's tough. He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Then we have Irene Aldana versus Yana Kunitsaka.
Yeah, so that one I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with. I think
So-
I've heard of Irene before Aldana, but Yana, I've heard she's good. I've heard some of my buddies talking about her, but I haven't really personally seen her fight yet.
Irene's a crisper boxer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, more crisp.
She's tall too, isn't she?
She's tall. She's lengthy. I think she's gonna pick her shots better. Yana's a little messy.
Yeah. She's about 3
She can
inches
wrestle,
taller.
but Irene Aldana's got great wrestling too.
Yeah.
Decent. I just see her, kind of like beating her with like significant strikes, beating her with points.
Yeah.
And then Tai Tuivasa and Greg Hardy.
That's gonna be a fun one.
That's gonna be fun. They're both very similar to me. I have Tuivasa winning because I feel like he's got a little more experience, a little more composure, not as wild as Dan Hardy.
That's what it is for me too.
Yeah.
I think Tuivasa has more experience, and that's going to really win him the fight. But I think Greg Hardy's going to bring it to him a little bit. He's going to take him down and kind of implement the wrestling and like ground and pound a little bit. But overall, I think Ty comes out on top on this one. But Greg Hardy's been, I think he's been improving since he came into the UFC.
He has, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I think.
Yeah, Tuivasa's going to take over.
Well, I think he's gonna take it over, but I'm not going for him 100%. I think there is a chance that Greg could pull it off.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close fight. I think, except for the Sean O'Malley fight, all the fights are pretty close matched.
I agree.
They're competitive.
I personally want Ty to win just because I want to see the shoey. For anyone
The
that doesn't know what
shoey.
that is, you put the beer in the shoe and kind of chug it. You got a loogie in there too, so that's kind of
Did
gross.
he? Yeah,
but
that's gross as hell.
but,
Would you ever do a shoey?
I don't got the stomach for it, man. I can't. I couldn't. I would puke, honestly.
If Dustin wins, would you do a shoey?
If Dustin wins, I'll attempt a backflip. How about that?
A backflip?
I'll attempt a backflip. I never landed one, but I'll try.
Okay, we got this on film.
There we go.
All
Definitely
right.
not doing the
We
shoey,
have
though. That's a
Maddie
little bit too
behind the
much.
camera. Maddie, making sure you're getting this. It's hitting record. You're gonna do a backflip if Dustin wins.
If Dustin
wins,
I'll
all right.
attempt
What
a
do I
backflip,
do?
yeah.
What do I do?
If Dustin wins,
If Dustin wins.
you got to do the shoey. How about that? Do a shoey live on air. We all get to spit in it.
I'll do.
Spit in it and you got to drink it.
Nah, bro, I'm not like that.
He's like, that's not for me. That's some.
If Connor
that's some wild
wins,
shit.
I'll do a shoey as a punishment.
Maddie. Me
Whoa.
and Maddie get to spit in it. You got to drink it.
Wait. Shoey is a spit? I thought it was just alcohol.
No, shoeys. You put a little bit of, not a little bit, like a whole can of beer.
Yeah, it's just
in a shoe, and then you spit in it.
Oh, what?
All right, we'll take out the spit. We'll just put the beer in there. How about that?
All right, it's gotta be
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
shoe though.
Yeah, it can be your shoe. That's fine.
Ooh, this is not good.
I don't think you would want to do it off my shoe, honestly.
Hell no. Well, I'll wear a new shoe
There you go. You're fine.
and new socks. I'll just wash my foot.
But another fight I did want to mention.
But I
real
don't. You
quick.
know what, bro? I'm gonna bring rain boots because, like, guess what? I'm not doing a shoey because Connor's not winning.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna bring rain boots.
some confidence there. I like.
I'm gonna bring rain boots. I'm gonna get them all muddy and dirty, and it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna have to drink out of them anyways.
There you go. I like the confidence
see.
there. But one other fight I did want to mention. It's in the early prelims. I did want to kind of want to give him a little shout out because he's a hometown boy here from Extreme Couture. It's Brad Tavares. He's going to take on I believe his name's Omar.
All right, shout out to Brad Tavares.
Akhmedov, I think his name is. He's in the middleweight division.
Okay.
Pretty interesting fight. I'm a big Brad Tavares fan. Hopefully he can
You
pull
are.
it off. So
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets it done. But that's gonna be in the early prelim. So be sure not to miss it. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know Brad Tavares too, right? You like talk with him or
bro,
seen
I've
him at
known
the gym.
I've met him when he first fought Israel. Super nice
He's-
guy.
yeah, nice guy.
He works hard too, and he's on the tail of his career. So hopefully he can.
So shout out to Brad. We'll be the Call Out Podcast. We'll be rooting for you.
Absolutely, man. Let's get that win, bro.
Let's go.
do
But
it.
anyways, press conference 264 done. Guys, look for us at the weigh-ins tomorrow. We'll be outside of the T-Mobile Arena. Come hang out with us, right,
Yeah.
Rod?
Honestly,
Come-
please
come-
come out. I'm
yeah.
a little bit shy, but we're nice guys. We're gonna definitely want to interact with people, see what their thoughts
Yeah.
are, and let's have a good time. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
we
fun
want
event.
to see what you guys think, and yeah, not just predictions, but also just like the whole experience itself. Because we have some people that are visiting from all over the world. We met some people from England today.
Dude, that was the other thing. Yeah,
I want to see what other people we meet from, like what countries, what places.
Yeah, dude, we met people from England, Ireland. Where else do we meet people from?
I think
There was people
that's it
from,
right
like,
now.
Georgia too. That was
Georgia, yep.
Yeah, that's
New
crazy.
Jersey.
Oh, we did
Those
meet some
those
people.
two guys that were going for Connor.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's going for Connor. We're from
But I'm
New
just
Jersey.
saying, like, it's crazy how many people come out for these things. So,
We there was a local there too.
yeah.
Yeah, we met a local, so a good mix. But tomorrow,
It's
I'm
gonna be a
excited
lot
to see
crazier,
more.
I'm
Yeah,
excited too.
'Cause I think more
We're
people will
definitely gonna
come.
film, put some stuff up so you guys can see it as well. So get a little firsthand kind of view from our end. So that'll be kind of fun.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Let's do
All right,
it.
guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow on the second part of our UFC 264 series.
Catch you on that flip side. Have a good one.